From 3 wheels to the 3-pointed star.
Hey, what's up, Star Status? It's 3D the Rap Star, aka is the Benz Man. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about how Mercedes-Benz is losing its prestige image. So it comes as no surprise to no one that the Mercedes 3-pointed star indeed represents luxury. Even dating back to the older days, it was one of the first road cars to ever exist. Having a Mercedes-Benz meant you had the finest luxury thing on wheels at the time. Telling someone you had a Mercedes-Benz often ended up in compliments as you fancy, huh? Even by today's standard, the S-Class is still considered one of the most advanced in technology, in luxury, and in features that Toyota Camry can get 5 years down the line. The badge represented luxury. It represented a little wealth. Hey, I'm not doing so bad for myself. The 3-pointed star made a statement on its own. So what happened? So a fun fact that everyone already knows is that Mercedes-Benz used to use high-quality V8 engines for a lot of their cars without AMG. And actually, when Mercedes-Benz first got created, the owner and CEO did not even want to make the cars fast. They wanted nice luxury cars that refined the definition of what luxury could stand for on wheels. Nowadays, you have to keep up with the market, so that's where AMG came in, as AMG was already a tuner for Mercedes-Benz anyway, as they decided to bring them in and make them a subdivision. So you might ask yourself, well, what happened then? So the downfall all started when Mercedes-Benz started introducing us to the inline 4 and 6-cylinder AMGs. Like you seen that engine that was just on the screen? That meant something. That engine meant one man, one engine. And what that meant was everyone in AMG, your car had a special signature that meant that person personally made your engine for that car. It just meant something very special, and they took it away. And so now, to some, and probably most, these 43s just look and comes as a knockoff. The brand has decided to go with quantity over quality, and that's what we feel. So now the whole AMG market is diluted with all these C43s, E43s, all these halfway AMGs, all these AMG sports posing as an AMG. Now don't get it wrong, every now and then they will throw a bone at us and give us a car that we like this SLS successor, the AMG GT, a nice branded 4.0 liter V8 model. Now, as it wasn't the direct replacement for the SLS, it was the next car after the SLS. So the AMG market is now watered down. You can roll down the street and he got an AMG. You could go to the store and he got an AMG. You can go to a random parking lot, there's plenty of AMGs. AMGs used to represent that exclusivity in the Mercedes-Benz brand. Like, I don't even care to get an AMG no more. Like, look at this SLS. It had the gold wing doors. When Mercedes-Benz, I felt like they still cared right here. They still cared about us. Like, this was an AMG. This what AMG represented when someone said, oh, I want to get an AMG. When it came down the street, you knew off the aggressive body lines and everything. But nowadays, would you really get an A35 AMG over a S580? No way. The people back in the day, yes, would take a C63 over a S550. Well, some would, but nowadays, it's not even questionable. That's laughable that you would take the lowest tier AMG over the highest tier regular Mercedes-Benz. So the AMG brand has got diluted, it's watered down, and people can see that, and we understand we're not tricked. Even people that don't have Mercedes, they don't look at it the same. Now, the next thing is reliability. Like, often, when you just take a look and you see a tow truck coming by, it's often a BMW or a Mercedes-Benz that will be on there almost 7 times out of 10. With everything ranging from suspension problems to check engine problems to the car left you stranded problems. And now this one is really divided because some people say that they are reliable And some people say I will never buy a Mercedes-Benz again. And it was a time and day when you often tell someone, hey, what's your favorite car? And they would say, I want a Mercedes-Benz. But ever since the new millennium, they went with Chrysler. Then they departed from Chrysler. They had a partnership, but everything went bad. Reliability-wise, it went bad. So even that prestigeness-wise, we just don't see it the same. We go, hey, why would I go get a C43 when I could go get this reliable Toyota Camry? It's a thought now. Back in the days, it wasn't a thought. We all wanted a Mercedes because it was just so luxurious and so next level. Also, every model looked different. Like you could tell from all angles this was a CL. You could turn off the lights and you could tell this was a CL class. You could put this car in a parking lot filled with any car and you would know by the looks that these are some CLs. And that's why we used to talk smack about the BMW. We used to often say the 2 Series looked like the 3 Series. The 3 looked like the 4. The 4 looked like the 5. And Mercedes-Benz had their own look cars. But nowadays, coming down the road, you couldn't even tell what Benz model you are looking at if it hit you in the face. Because we wouldn't know until we seen the back of the badge. Like, come on now, you really made your S-Class top-of-the-line coupe? You made the C-Class coupe look just like it? Now, while we do love both cars, the only thing is, that's another reason that's making it lose its prestigeness image, is because we said, hey, this car is lovely, this car looks nice, this car is over $100,000, it represents that you made it, you were riding in a flagship coupe. But guess what? All the other Mercedes look just like it. So besides the size and to the naked eye, you really don't even know what's coming down the street. You really have no wow factor no more. The wow factor of Mercedes in general is going down because of this. Every model is starting to look the same. And this car is a perfect example of the prestigeness image going down because yes, I actually respond to my subscribers. I actually take note on what they say. And it goes to show that the CL was much more loved than this car. Like, we didn't even want to give it a chance because the look of it. Like, despite it having all this new tech, it being a new model, they got rid of the wheel arches. The C-Class coupe looked just like it. Just nothing was the same no more on these cars. Everything was just different. Not only that, Mercedes-Benz have went fully electric on some models, and in comes the EQS Mercedes. Now, my bro actually said he is rocking with this car. While it's not a bad car, it's just not an Audi e-tron. It's not what we're used to from Mercedes with looks of the next generation, making that car that we all want to get in. It even got some of us Mercedes owners thinking about getting different brand cars because they're really not making no models we like. But I hope y'all like and enjoyed today's video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Signing off, Benz Man.